KARN. First News, Kevin Miller, joined by Senator Tom Cotton. Good morning to you, sir. How you doing today?
Hey, Kevin. Good to be on with you.
Good to have you here. All right. Of course, the big news is the Mueller report. I want to get your take on what we know so far.
Well, Kevin, as I've long said, based on my work in the Intelligence Committee, there's no evidence of any collusion between the Trump campaign or anyone associated with it or Russian intelligence. That's apparently what Bob Mueller has concluded as well. It's kind of a new day for the president, a reset, if you will, for the first time in 2 years, really 3 years, going back to the campaign. He doesn't have the Democrats and the media engaged in hysterical, fantastical conspiracy theories. It's a chance to turn the page on that. I know some of the Democrats in Washington are still wearing their tinfoil conspiracy hats and wanting to continue to have hearings and talk about impeaching the president, but I think we should really be focused on the people's business from this point forward.
Senator Tom Cotton, I think you'll agree. I mean, look, if you had, regardless of who was running for the presidency, having a campaign collude with a foreign adversary, finding out that didn't happen has to be a good thing for America, regardless of who, correct? Yeah,
Kevin, I think that's a very good point. No matter your view of Donald Trump, whether you're wearing a Make America Great hat again or whether you're wearing a Resistance T-shirt, you should be happy to know that Bob Mueller, a lifetime prosecutor, former head of the FBI, with the entire power of the United States government behind him, the FBI, wiretaps, foreign intelligence surveillance matters, found zero evidence of any collusion. Look, you can still oppose Donald Trump and you still try to beat him at the ballot box in 2020, but that's what all those critics should have been doing from the very beginning. Look, this entire matter is built primarily off of a fake dossier that Hillary Clinton's campaign had funded. That was really the only source of paid material that came from Russian intelligence services in our campaign. It's time to put all these wild-eyed allegations behind us and focus on the people's business.
Senator Tom Cotton, should the report become public? Should it be reviewed?
I'd like Attorney General Barr said, I'd like to see as much of it become public as possible, Kevin. Of course, as his letter noted, there is a lot of material in the report that comes from the grand jury. Generally, we do not make grand jury materials public, so people have confidence when they testify in front of a grand jury that the information not come out. We also don't gratuitously release derogatory information that's not about anyone, that's not a crime, that would harm their reputation, even if they did no wrong. I think Attorney General Barr is going to try to balance those considerations, some of which are a legal matter that he's constrained by federal law from doing, with the genuine public interest in the report.
Kevin Miller, along with Senator Tom Cotton on News Radio 102.9 KRN. Senator, the vote in the House unanimous to have the report be made public. The vote in the Senate, though, shot down. Why would Mitch McConnell block that?
I'm sorry, Kevin, you broke up a little bit. What was that again?
Okay, the vote in the House to make this, it was 2 weeks ago. The House voted to make the report public when it comes out. Although the same effort in the Senate to make the report public that happened yesterday, Mitch McConnell blocking that. Why would he have an interest in doing that?
So I think Senator McConnell is making the same point that I just made to you, Kevin. I mean, there is material in the report, most likely, that cannot be released as a matter of federal law. And he wants to let Attorney General Barr go through that review and deliberately consider what is releasable and what is not releasable under federal law. But I have every confidence that I think Senator McConnell does, that Attorney General Barr, as he said in his letter, recognizes the genuine public interest in the report and will try to get as much of that report out to the public as soon as possible.
Senator Tom Cotton here on KARN. Senator, it was Lindsey Graham yesterday being very vocal about this, saying that there should be investigations into the Justice Department, Hillary Clinton, the whole thing, too. How do you feel about that? More investigations? Do you feel like the American public has the appetite for that now?
No, I do think that there needs to be a review of what senior Obama administration officials, including senior FBI and Department of Justice officials, did in the campaign in 2016 and during the transition. Again, this entire investigation that Bob Mueller undertook was based on what we now know is a dossier that was funded by the Hillary Clinton campaign. It'd be like basing a criminal investigation on your political opponent's effort to go out and dig up dirt on you with a private investigator. That's not what the American people expect from their FBI. Look, the vast majority of all FBI agents and intelligence officers are patriotic, hardworking Americans who had nothing to do with this, who are not involved in this matter at all. But at the highest reaches of the Obama administration, it's pretty clear that there was malfeasance in 2016 and early 2017.
With this report out, and to me, it looks like in some ways it kind of fell in the middle. It didn't say that we had any collusion with Russia, and to me, that's a relief that our government isn't compromised in that way. But also, too, it didn't exonerate the president, and those were the words. It does not exonerate the president. Is there something there that could be maybe damning to the president in the report?
I mean, look, I can't speak definitively, Kevin, until we see the report.
Right.
But I would just say that's not the way our system of justice works. In America, in the Anglo-American world, you are innocent until proven guilty. Prosecutors don't run around exonerating Donald Trump or you or me. We are all innocent until proven guilty. So the entire premise that Bob Mueller's job was to exonerate the president is misguided based on our system of justice.
I like the legal take. I appreciate you putting on the attorney hat on that, too. So thank you very much. A great conversation. Really enjoyed that.
Yep.
Senator Tom Cotton, thanks
Good
so much.
Talk to you, Kevin.
All right.
Bye.